welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I have my favorite palette tag, and I'm not going to show you all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have, but these are just the ones that I thought fit this tag perfectly. I just looked up the questions and I wrote them down on a little sheet of paper, so I'm just going to go through them one by one and show you what I think of some of my most loved eyeshadow palettes. So the first question on the perfect palette tag is best packaging. And I had to give this to the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette just because it has this nice sturdy metal case and it looks like a chocolate bar. I mean, it's just so cute. And you open it up, it's got this like nice big mirror, and I love the layout of the shades in here. I couldn't give it to any other palette. It had to go to this one. I just love how sturdy it is. And I do like this a lot better since they changed it from the thicker packaging. I just think that the thinner will fit in a makeup bag better, and it's just easier to have displayed. So, the next question in the perfect palette tag is color payoff. And I gave this to the Vice 3. Just because we all know that Urban Decay shadows are just, they're just incredible. And I did this mostly because of this shade right here. I mean, look at that. It is just, it's so beautiful. The pigmentation of these shadows is just unreal. And all Urban Decay eyeshadows are like that. I mean, they always have been. So, there was no guessing there. Oh, so pretty! Oh my gosh, I just can't get over it. So, the next one is most versatile, and this was a limited edition palette from not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that, and that is the Smashbox Wonder Vision palette. And I gave this the most versatile just because of all the shades in here, and also the fact that it has blushes and a bronzer in here. So there's just so much you can do with this. You can do your face makeup with it too. It's just, it really is the most versatile. I mean, you get all kinds of warms and cool shades. There's just no limits with this. You can create any look you want, any look imaginable. You can mix and match the colors, make your own colors. I mean, it's just crazy. And then best for traveling I gave to the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. This is just really a palette that, you know, it's all you need to travel with. You can do a smoky eye, you can do a light eye, bronzy eye, anything. And it's got the great color payoff of all Urban Decay shadows. It's just wonderful. It's a staple in everybody's collection. You know, we've all heard enough about the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, let's face it. So the next question is biggest regret. And this palette, this is a palette that I depotted. It's the Urban Decay Book of Shadows. I think it was volume 4 maybe. And I had to get rid of the packaging. It was awful. It was huge and bulky. You had to pull the shadows out of this drawer, and it had this whole setup up top that you're just like, why is this even here? So I put it into this Shea Moisture Magnetic palette, and you know, like, they got kind of dinged up when I was depotting them, and there used to be a matte black shadow that came with these, but that was the only one that broke when I was depotting this. It just, if it hadn't had such horrible packaging, it would have been fine, but I don't know. I mean, it was a cheap buy because it was like, you know, it was like one of their like special steals where it was only like $30-something. But that's just my biggest regret. I barely even touch it just because I like all of my other Urban Decay shadow palettes more. So next is least used. And the only reason that this palette is like the least used is because I only got it just recently. And I haven't had a chance to play with it that much. It's not a palette that I reach for that often. Oh, this is the NARS Narcissist palette, by the way. I don't know. I mean, it is beautiful, and there are gorgeous, gorgeous shades in here. Some of them are not that pigmented, like as you would expect with NARS, because I know there's this one NARS eyeshadow and you just touch it and it's like bam, there. But I don't know, it was kind of disappointing, but I still use it. And then my most used is this baby. And it doesn't look like much. It's not, you know, it's not like one of Urban Decay's like most spectacular eyeshadow palettes, but this is the Urban Decay Ammo palette. And I don't know if they just discontinued this because of the Urban Decay shadow box or not, but hopefully you can still find it. And I put this as my most used because it is the only eyeshadow palette where I've actually hit pan on an eyeshadow. And this is the shade Chopper. I also really like this shade right here, Grifter, and this shade up here, Mildew. It is a gorgeous palette. It's got some fun shades, it's got some neutral shades. It's super wearable shades, even though they are like colors. I will have a look using these two shadows right here coming up, like next week, I think, for like a spring purple look. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this has been in my collect. This is probably my oldest eyeshadow palette. I've had this baby for a really, really long time, and I've loved it ever since I got it. Now, I was confused by this question because I just answered most used, but then the next question was most loved, and so I'm kind of like, isn't that kind of the same thing? But I picked a different palette. This is probably my most loved. This is the Urban Decay Naked 3. I got this for Christmas the year it came out. And it's actually what I have on my eyes today. I have on the shade Dust, Limit, and Buzz, and then I have Strange as a brow bone highlight. I will have a tutorial for this look right here coming up on Wednesday. So if you're excited about that, just wait and check it out. And yeah, I mean, I use this palette all the time. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on Buzz yet, just because I use it so much. Every time I pick up the Naked 3, I'm using Buzz somehow. It is such a beautiful color. And I know that most people, like, when they bought this palette, they were really excited for the shade Trick. But that's Trick right there. But I was just really excited for Buzz, and I have loved it since I got it, and I can't believe I haven't hit pan on anything yet because I use it all the time. I guess that's just how Urban Decay is. Like, you can just use them forever and not hit pan on them. They're crazy because you don't need that much at all because they are so pigmented. The next question was Desert Island, and I have to give that to Kat Von D Star Studded. The reason I'm doing that is because, first of all, it's got a gigantic mirror. And then next you have all of these shades. So many beautiful colors, so many wonderful neutrals, so many like fun colors. I love this color right here. This like lime green color. It's really pretty. And I just think, you know, like if I could only have like one palette, I would want something where I can create so much with it. So, had to give that to this palette. I got this Christmas, and I love it. I haven't used it that much just because I just got it, but I did create a really pretty look with it for work on Saturday. And sorry I don't have any like pictures of what that looked like I could insert in there. And then worst packaging, I have to go back to the Smashbox Wonder Vision palette because look, you see that? It won't stay shut. I can't take this anywhere. It would be great for travel. I mean, I didn't put this as my Desert Island palette because, you know, it's got this dent in it. I mean, I don't know how to fix it. It's supposed to have this magnetic closure, but it won't stay shut, and it makes me really sad because I would love to be able to like take this with me on like trips and stuff, but unfortunately it just has to stay at home because it won't stay shut. I don't think that all of the Wonder Vision palettes were like that though. I think it might just be mine or only like a couple of them because a lot of other people's I've seen they stay shut. So I don't know if I like did something to mine or what happened, but it's just unfortunate, and I wish it hadn't happened. So I added my own question just because I didn't, I wanted to like show y'all more since I doubled up 2 of the palettes. So I added most bang for the buck. And for that I had to give it to the Stila Masterpiece Eye and Cheeks eyeshadow palettes. And it comes with like 3 different shadow palettes in here. You've got a neutral palette, you've got one that has like purples in it, and then you have one with blues in it. And they also all come with a blush. And the reason that I gave this palette most bang for the buck was because I got this palette on clearance for $12. Originally it was $40. So that's why I gave it that. I don't know if you'd still be able to find them, or like you could find them online for that cheap, but I just thought it was such a good deal. I hardly ever use them though, just because I do not like Stila. Something about their formulas, something about Stila, I just feel like it might as well be a drugstore brand. They are making you pay high-end prices for worse than drugstore quality, because there are some great drugstore things out there, but I don't know, I've just never liked Stila. Do you like Stila? Let me know in the comments down below if like there's some products that I can try from Stila that might change my mind about them. But I mean, even their Stay All Day liquid lipsticks that are so popular, like I put them on my lips and it's just like can't move my lips like, together. It's just like glue. So anyway, that was my perfect palette tag, and as I mentioned before, I will be doing a tutorial on this look right here, this like soft dusty pink eye look for spring, because I know that we're all ready for warmer weather. They've been threatening snow down here in Alabama for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and we still haven't gotten any. So I don't know, maybe we'll get some on Wednesday. Maybe, hopefully, I mean, then I can just stay in and film that tutorial for you guys. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will see you guys later. Bye!